morning, folks, and welcome back to the Ark. Day 6 of our week here. This is our evolutionary theme. We're looking for a challenge in today's practice because tomorrow's our kind of our play day, our rest day. So what we're going to wind up doing here is a full body ladder challenge. And how we've built it is we have 5 moves. So we're going to start with 1 rep of each move. And then we will come back up to the top of that ladder, and then we're going to go 2 reps of each move, and then 3 reps of each move, up to half time, which in our case, we have a 25-minute practice, is 12.5 minutes. Wherever we come on that, when the beeper goes, we got to finish that round off and then work our way back down the ladder, trying to get back down to 0 before the time runs out. Now, the only thing I didn't add in there is at the end of every round, we got Mr. Versey set up over there. We're going to go and start with first round 10 strikes. Could be 1 punch, 1 kick, whatever. 10 times we're going to strike them. Second time through, we're going to hit them by another 10, which is 20, and so on. Every round, we're going to add 10 strikes to Mr. Versey. And then we follow that by every round a 10-second rest. And, of course, rest more if you need it. But then the second round, we're going to add 10 seconds to that as well. We'll get a 20-second rest. Third round, we get a 30-second rest, and so on. And so that goes up the ladder to the half time, and then it repeats itself in reverse as we come down the ladder. Okay, it's time for us to get going. What time would that be?
That would be time to move.
Awesome. So I got the timer set. So the first one, we'll start with the 1 rep, as promised. Okay, Missy, so the first one is rope climb. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Boop, boop. Oh, that one always gets me. I always think it's done. All right, 1.
What? Next
Clean and
one?
press. Here we go.
Clean and press.
Cross body. All right, then number 3 is the ring knee up. All right, box hip bridge. Here we go. So we'll go through these first ones pretty quick because we're only doing 1, right? 1, 2. All right, burpee. This is the big one here. All right, push up. All right, now I go over to Mr. Versey. 10. All right, now I get a 10-second rest. Start round 2. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, now I'm going up to 2. 2 reps. Full body challenge. Trying to get as many reps in as we can. And trying to get up that ladder to the highest round possible. All right, there's 2. Clean and press. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, ring knee up. 1, 2. Box hip bridge. Moving right along. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. 1, 2. Oops, I shouldn't have done that, should I? I tried to do 2 push-ups in a row. All right, Mr. Versey, now I got to hit him 20 times. 6, 7, 8.
Takes a lot of focus for me not to get mixed up with Michael's practice.
And now you get 20 seconds rest.
right, burpee push-up. I'm done. Oh, Mr. Versey.
All right, here we go. Seconds rest. 3. All right, clean and press. Here we go.
All right, rope time. Here I go. Number 3. 3 times up and down. 1. 2. 3. All right, clean and press.
1, 2, 3.
1. 3. I lost my neck.
2.
Really? Big box. I just did. Oh my goodness. It's Mr. Versey.
All right, finish the round, you're on. All right, start my ladder down now, folks.
Did 5. Now I'm on my ladder. Down. to damp mop. One, two.
Good girl. Oh yeah. That's it. Beauty, miss. Perfect time. Hey, folks. Welcome back. Yeah, I did. Just cooling off here after the practice. As soon as Missy sits down, we'll get her report card. It was a beautiful challenge ladder. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check in with yourself and see what your report card looks like, right? Full body. We wanted pretty much everything happening. Cardio, change of direction, horizontal to vertical, strength, endurance, power. It was a lot. So Missy, how did your last practice of your evolutionary theme this week go? Your full body challenge today.
It was a wet practice. I was dripping all over the place. And we had started off the practice with our pre-ice. And I had done a lot of work figuring out those kettlebell press. And also that we had done burpees. And so, nonetheless, every time I started on that rope climb, it was fresh. Like I felt super fresh and enthusiastic to climb up that rope. I really like that feeling. I often have this little imagination if I had to rescue myself, pulling myself up, how would I do that? And so I just have a little bit of fun with that. There was the kettlebell, and what happened with that one was we had the clinic before, so I had very specific instructions and understanding of what I needed to do, but it didn't actually start to really flow and work for me until I got to the 5th round on the up ladder. But at that point, something clicked. It was 3 cues. It was twist low, draw it up close to the body, get under it. Those were my cues, my 3 cues that really helped me and guided me throughout that move. The knee-ups, I did a combination of one leg at a time. I feel happy that I'm starting to understand it better, but now I don't know if I'm going to be able to do them the way I did them before, which got me so excited because I was doing chin-up and knee-up at the same time. But nonetheless, no matter what, it's evolutionary, and I can see how much strength I've been cultivating, and I could tell that particularly in the burpee, because my push-up, I've always struggled, and I can't say that it's a breeze by any means, but my capacity to do the push-up without really compromising the angle of my body, which I used to have to do, and I'm sure I do it a little, somewhat, but it's quite different. So now I'm feeling much more in control of that push-up. And the burpee, I was pretty tentative because that was the box that flipped on me in the past, and I haven't done any jumping on that particular box. But today, the other box was so little, I really wanted that good, heavy, solid box. So I just made sure every time that I did my squat jump on that box that I was well prepared for it, which is what would allow me to jump right in the center and not have any risk of the box flipping over. So then the other one was the hip raise, and that was really a nice shift from the overall intensity of the practice. It was intense, but in a totally different kind of a way. That was really self-driven. Like some of these moves were driving you, and some you had to drive. So it was, once again, truly our own practice. I made it my own, and I fulfilled my idea that I would go through it 5 times, that I'd get up the ladder to 5 and then come down. So I was pleased that I had that knowledge of my body. And I would say that when I did not feel like kicking myself to go fast, because already there was a lot of challenge and demand just in what I was doing. But by the time we started to come down the ladder, I was familiar enough, and then my speed started to pick up, and I really did want to complete the ladder within the time frame that we were given, and that happened for me. So I was pleased with the practice. It kicked me, and I rose to the occasion. I smashed on Mr. Versey. I kicked him. By the time I got back to the rope, I was all ready to start it over again. So another great practice to add now to the store of all the practices that I've done that cumulatively are really shifting the way I know myself in this body.
Beautiful. So the format itself is always an important component in a practice, in particular on a challenge day like we chose to do today. So beautiful format. I was the same as Missy. I wanted to complete in the time allotted, and the addition of Mr. Versey was super neat to add that extra little component at the end of the round just to break the momentum and sort of shift it. So just in the interest of brevity, if you've been following the channel, you can trust that I got what I needed from today's practice in every way that I needed it. And it's the last day of Missy's evolutionary theme, so we're going to go over to her kind, wise words and see what that brings us today.
What I'm thinking about is the landscape of evolution. In other words, the experiential landscape of evolution, which as we evolve, ultimately the outcome is always exactly what you would have hoped for. If you were really evolving from that source intention that you were created for. But not to say that the path is going to always be smooth. It will not. We have to be ready to kick and punch, Mr. Versey. We are going to have adversaries in our lives. And the adversaries actually begin right here in our own thinking. So when we learn how to trust and love ourselves, how to respect our own position while giving others the room that they need to express, to stay clear of victimization in your own heart and mind, even if someone might say you're in victim consciousness, you may not feel that way. You may feel that I know who I am, I accept myself, I understand my position, and therefore you allow the freedom of the other person to express or have their point of view without compromising your own self-knowledge. So that self-knowledge is key. That is truly what is evolutionary. I remember when I was in India, our teacher said, you know everything. You really do. You know everything right now. But the difference between your knowing and your actual speaking and your actual, like bridging that gap between the knowledge of the truth and your ability to fully live it, to fully embrace it, to evolve with it, that is something that grows with you. So may we all take all of those bumps, kicks, bruises, stabs, and elbow digs in whatever way. There was a verse from the Gita. It was basically that the soul cannot be hurt by any weapon or cut by any weapon. It cannot be wet by water or whipped by the wind. It cannot be burnt by the sun. And then our teacher added, and it cannot be cut or hurt by words. The soul is forever free. May we look within and really know that that freedom is our true nature. It's evolutionary, and we're here to witness the miracle that happens when we continuously evolve into our infinitely possible true self. Swaha.
So awesome, Missy. Couple words final for me. Just remember, in my opinion, truth will trump emotion every time. And that brings us to close here in the Ark. This is the end of our week, so we will see you here again for day 1 next time. Umshallah.
Alavai.
For
another one
in the
the
books.